Hello, hello, and good day. It me, the Fresh Baked Niche. I thought it'd be fun today to talk about Pokemon, if you can't tell from the background. Specifically, I thought it'd be interesting to see if I can remember, like, the main and plot points of the different generations. You know, more like the villains' motivations and stuff, but general plot points of the story and just see what I can remember from them and just talk about which ones I like, which ones I don't. We'll do it in chronological order, but anyways, if you enjoy this, consider dropping a like and maybe subscribing. Otherwise, let's get into it. So this all started honestly a few days ago. I was having a conversation with my dad because I've been doing. If you're not keeping up with me on Blue Sky, which you should, I'm doing a challenge where I'm trying to just play one game from each series, each generation. And I can't do remakes or remasters. I can do like the compilation ones to call it. So like I can play Emerald, I can play Platinum. But I can't play like Heart Gold or Soul Silver. But while playing it, I was talking about how I love the story and the whole like humans versus nature thing that it kind of presents and the way it does it. And that's what got me thinking it'd be kind of fun to do this. So starting with Generation 1, it's pretty cut and dry. Team Rocket just wants money, and they do it by any which means, which it just seems like it's just through Pokemon and human suffering. Mostly Pokemon suffering, but like you as the trainer, it's very whatever. Like you just kind of show up, you do the thing for Oak, you maybe stop them, sort of, and it's fine, it's whatever. And it's okay, it's a good start. It's nice having people you don't like, although like you also have the rival who's just kind of a dickhead, so to what it's worth. Nothing crazy. And then Generation 2 is basically just a rehashing of that. It's interesting that your rival is possibly Giovanni's son, and he's trying to stop you from, or I should say, he's trying to stop them, but he's also stopping you because he thinks you suck or whatever. But it's Rocket again, so you have just bad guys doing bad things. And that's fine, but then like I said, you get in Generation 3 and you get the man versus nature. And that's like way more interesting since, I hate to say it kind of boils down to like two kids beefing on the playground. Like my thing is cooler than your thing. Blue is the better color, no red is. Like, it's fine. Maxie and Archie are cool characters, and their motivations are solid. The one is all, hey, it'd be cool if Pokemon had more space. Let's make more water for the water Pokemon. And then Maxie's all like, let's make more land because we need more places for infrastructure and farming and blah, 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 and people need to spread out. And I think it comes to a head in Emerald when you actually get to watch them clash with each other and you get to watch these two ideals actually meet. Because, I've never played Ruby or Sapphire, and only now am I actually playing through Emerald because that was one I missed when I was younger. But it's such a huge step up from just we are bad for the sake of being bad. It gave purpose. And I like that. And then, my generation of choice, Gen 4, Cyrus definitely takes that shit up, like, to the nth degree. Holy moly. Yeah, let's erase existence and then create a new one in my image. Like, that is some high tier goals there, my friend. It also helps that, like, we literally get God in that generation. So, huge step up. I'm so happy they made Bidoof. But so that's cool. I don't like the story. I don't remember, like, obviously you beat up Cyrus and eventually he just kind of gives up, but like it's whatever. You're not quelling anything like in Gen 3. Like you're not actively stopping like the big threat. You're just stopping a guy who just kind of goes, oh well, I'm gonna take my max friendship Pokemon and disappear or something. And then, Gen 5, I think, takes it once again another step further where it's not even just, I'm going to erase existence. It's, I'm going to commit, I'm going to commit mass genocide just so Pokemon don't have to worry about people because people are oppressors. And it's like, okay. And obviously he's like full of shit since I'm pretty sure, again, haven't played Generation 5 yet, or I should say all the way through. I tried it a long time ago, never finished, but I would like to try it again. But from what I remember, he wants to like genocide the planet, get rid of the people, except like his chosen few. Like he's acting more like one of them crazy churches. But I digress. It's it's a huge step up, and you like actively put this man to shame, and that's awesome. And ends pretty cool from what I understand. So that's pretty cool. I said cool a lot. Oh well. And that's Gen 5. Gen 6, I don't actually remember much about the story outside of like Lysander wants to make the world beautiful. I mean, he's just like the LaCroix version of Getsus, Like he's evil and wants to do a genocide, but like softly. I don't know. I mean, he has a literal death laser that's either operated by the deity of life or deity of death, so that's kind of cool. But, like, I don't know. The motivations are just, like, world pretty. I don't know. That one's not as good. And, I hate to say it, like, Gen 7's even worse, because, like, I don't even remember what Lucamine's motivations were. I mean, like, she is, like, the bad guy. I hate to say it. Like, Guzma... I don't know. Him and those fools are just... They just want to cause mischief and just be goofy. Like, they aren't really a threat. They don't really have motivations. Like, they are Team Rocket Light. And that's okay. But, I mean, Lucamine's, like, the big threat. And they sort of do Pokemon/human experimentation. But, like, I don't remember what her goals were. Outside of, like, the Ultra Wormholes. And, I mean, even in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I don't remember, like, what she was supposed to be doing. I don't know. It's been a hot minute. I just, it's fine. She's doing stuff. She gets absorbed by a jellyfish or something and is not a catchable Pokemon. Should have been. Very much should have been. Although, hey, whatever she was got going on is definitely better than Gen 8. Because, yikes, Chairman Rose, dude. I feel like it's weird to add, like, the plot point of, oh, well, we're going to run out of power and we need to be more fuel efficient. And it's like, you live in a very green place where animals seem to be happy all over. Why are you worried about this? Also, why is your solution to bring about, like, one of the worst tragedies in your nation's history, like, way, way, way sooner? Because isn't it, it's like every 1,000 years or something. And it's been a while since it's happened. He's just like, no, we'll do it now. Just think of all the energy. Think of all the profits. I mean, we can't hold it. Our shit keeps exploding, but fuck it. We'll do it. It's... I don't get that one. I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure he gives up on it partway through, and it's just like his secretary who still kind of cares. But, like, whatever, dude. Now, Gen 9's at least, I would say, got a bit more going on, but at the same time, like, it's a lot of little stories. So, I mean, I guess that would be to analyze that. So, like, I mean, the Nemona story is fine. Become champion, kick butt, sure. You're going to do that anyways. Starfall Street, I think, is a much better story of, like, redemption and sacrifice and whatever. And I say sacrifice in the sense of, like, Penny gave up her friends and then had to, like, tear apart their dreams just to, kind of ground them again. It's something. It's more than nothing. And, it was I felt good playing through it. And it was nice seeing them come together and, well, with the DLCs and stuff, it was nice seeing them actually, like, reintegrate into society. So that was cool. And then, I think personally my favorite of all the stories is definitely Arvin's story. I mean, him with the Mabostiff and how initially it's just, oh, I want to be a better chef. Let's get these special herbs. Okay, cool. Oh, well, he has someone or something he's trying to help with these herbs. Could he be a bad guy? What's going on? Oh, he's just like really concerned about his best friend in the whole wide world, his dog. And that boy is old and broken, and you get to watch the life come back into him, and that is just, it's beautiful. And honestly, I think it made me feel something. It's definitely one of the better stories I think out there. Like, it's definitely in my top 2 easily for Pokemon stories. And then, the whole thing with Toro and Sada is just whatever. I mean, like, it was weird because it was a generation without like a true bad guy. I mean, I guess technically like Starfall Street is the bad guy storyline, but I mean, they were just kids who were like being bullied and decided to become the bullies themselves. Like, there were no major threats. It was just like a step up from Team Skull. Like, it wasn't anything major. But then like Toro or Sada, like, okay, cool, I got killed by my animal buddy that isn't actually my buddy. Whatever. I'm messing it up. It's, you find the legendary, you found a second one. The second one's for some reason meaner and it kills you. But also I make robot to replace myself. Haha. And it's just like, okay, that's fine. But you also built it to have like a protocol to not shut off and keep spawning in a seemingly infinite amount of these, like, is it confirmed? Are they actually different timeline Pokemon, or are they just different dimension Pokemon? Because I almost feel like we're due to get some Gen 7 representation and maybe like a callback to the wormholes. And we already know Pokemon exists in like a multiverse, so like, is that what's going on? I don't know. And I didn't touch on Gen 8's DLC because like nothing really happens. I mean, I guess like you get a rival in the Isle of Armor, but whatever. And Crown Tundra is nothing. It's just a father-daughter dispute. I will say the whole Teal Mask into Blueberry Academy, I think that one actually had a really decent story with Kieran and his sister. Just because, like, you get to watch him kind of grow, and he's the first person to ever call out the protagonist on their bullshit. Because I have heard, despite not playing it, that Legend ZA has that issue where, like, everybody talks about how you're, like, the chosen one and you're destined to fix the city and blah, blah, blah. And they just lay it on real thick, real hammy. But, like, Kieran's the first person to call you out and be like, you just got here. Like, you just show up and everything just kind of goes in your favor. I mean, people who are usually very angry and very spiteful all the time seem to like you. You seem to win every fight you ever participate in. It is unfair. And, it is true. Like, that is every game. Like, you are the best. I mean, I understand you don't want people to lose. You want them to have fun playing your game. But it is interesting how, like, as the protagonist, especially in these games, you are an unstoppable force, and he at least calls you on it. But even for, like, the little things, like, oh yeah, you find the legendary, you catch it, it's your buddy, or you throw it in a box. And I mean, to give him credit, like, he did try to use Terapagos and, like, beat you to it. I almost wished it worked more in his favor, because that whole storyline was just, whatever, Blair, what's her name? Like, it was fine. Her motivations were stupid, but at least Karen got to come like full circle. That was kind of nice. So, hopefully I did those justice. Like I said, I'm trying to go off the top of my head and just remember this is why I'm replaying through them. I don't remember the stories too well. And I like to think there's decent writing and there's good stuff in there. But if you don't touch them for too long and it's not at the forefront, what do you know? And it's good. I'm losing the plot. Well, I mean, I think they did first in some cases. Whatever. Bad jokes. Anyways, I think that's about do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, like I said, please consider hitting the like button, possibly dropping a subscription. It definitely helps out the channel and shows me what people want to see. And until the next time, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.